Okay. Hello. Can I have your attention, please? Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, whatever is your time zone. I think we are in the creation one. So, apology for a little delay with fixing the technical stuff. So, I'm the general manager of Trueblue, and you will realize and you will discover soon what Trueblue is. And this is Luca Caucchioli, which is our pre-sales head.
Thank you.
And we will
Thank
show
you.
thank you. So we are here talking about just a brief of introduction. I don't want to bother you with so many slides because we think that the best thing to show is something that it works. And again, and you will see that we are a company that are in the market since more than 25 years. We have a global presence. We have a lot of customers. We know what to do. And our focus has always been, since the beginning, on the commercial side of pharma company. We have been working for pharma companies in 25 years. We've developed CRM 25 years ago. We moved into a partnership with Microsoft 5 years ago. We were one of the first, maybe the first company, the CRM company with AI function embedded 5 years ago. So we started to use and embed AI in our product before the hype. So everything that you will see and everything that you will see is AI based. There's a lot of functionality that Luca will show you. It's in the product. It is working. It is not a slide. It is not, let's say, it is not a test, right? Okay, those are the customers that we are working with over in our history. So many companies, you will recognize many of the major companies in the field. I don't want to focus too much on that, but just to show that if we say that we have experience, we do have, and we create, we learn everything out of our company. We are an AI company. So we started before the hype. We are early adopter. We walk the talk. We use AI in everything we do in our job because that's the only way that we can provide AI value to our customer. Because if you don't know how to use it, you can talk and explain to the other what you can do. And this is a nutshell is our suite. We provide a suite, a full suite of vertical version of Dynamics on Microsoft platform. Just to give you a number, this customization of Dynamics is worth of more than 10,000 man days of development. So it's not just a field here and there with a different color on Dynamics. It's a deep customization rooted in our experience with the market. And on top of that, we also provide a data platform. Even there, we have a Pharma proprietary data model on Microsoft platform based on these years of experiences with many customers running globally. And you can find any dashboard and any KPI that you want to use it. And in all of those solutions, we do have AI functionality to make it simple the way people work. And that is something very important about this company. So in our DNA, there's always been the vision to use the technology to make life easier. And everything that you will see in the presentation from Luca, it will be an obsession around making the life easier for our user. We don't use technology because it's fun. We don't use technology because we can say that we use the latest one. We just use the one that works. And that is really important. I think it's something distinctive in our offering. So, without further ado, I would like to introduce Luca. That can move. This is the partnership with Microsoft and the reason for that, but it's better to give more minutes to Luca rather than say why working with Microsoft is a good thing.
Thank you so much. Thank you
This
so
is
much.
your
Yeah.
remote control.
I have just to change this one to provide you slides that give you an idea what I will do. And first, to start with the demo, one thing that I would like to share with you is the starting point that provide us the idea to create this kind of application that I will share with you in a second. And everything starts from the situation that we are living today, because today you know that reps are people very important for the pharmaceutical company, and they cost a lot of money, especially if they are very good. So if you have to focus on to have the best reps that you can collect from the market, you don't have to collect a lot of people. So the number of the field force are smaller than in the past. And when you have to focus all that money in the field force, and you have to understand which could be the right physician to do a face-to-face, because you know better than me that the face-to-face are the interaction that today are more important, okay? But at the end of the day, if you do all the face-to-face, you spend a lot of money in the fields, and you don't know if that face-to-face could be good or not when you have done that kind of interaction. And so when we think about idea and the situation that we want to bring on the market, so to understand which could be the right tools or the right technology to help them to be smarter and faster on the fields, and to understand which could be the right physician, the right content, the right moment to present what they have to present, okay? And so we have designed what I will show you now. I will share my mobile phone just to absolutely give you an overview. Can you just change the screen? You see my phone or not? No? It was working before, now it's not working anymore. Okay, let's try to do this. Do we have somewhere? No?
It's a
Technology
sharing
problem.
problem.
Let's try to close the application.
Eccolo. Here we are.
You
The
know that
magic
when you
happened.
do the things live, it happens. Okay, so this is our mobile application. This mobile application is designed completely by Trueblue, and the user experience is designed, as Sergio said before, trying to provide this application and this functionality smarter and faster to provide to make the life easier for the reps on the fields, and try to give them an interface that is similar to the old social networking application that we are using today, like Instagram or Facebook. And to start what I was saying before, so to give the opportunity to the reps to understand which could be the right physician to visit, the first things that the reps has to understand is how marketing is working and how marketing is communicating with the physician, because you know better than me that marketing is the situation that you have in a company that can reach a lot of physicians at the same time. And so with the statistics, with everything that engage the physician in a digital way, you can really understand where they are focused on, where they would like to download something. And here, if I scroll the stories that I have on the top, I have the opportunity to see, for example, the delivery email marketing campaign comes from the marketing. And so with this first story, we have closed completely the gap between marketing and sales that usually is not so easy because marketing do its job, but at the end of the day, the reps don't understand what they are doing and which is the feeling that they have. So I can click on the story exactly as I do with Instagram, okay? So I'm in the morning, I'm taking my coffee, and I click on the DEM campaign, and I can see what's happened during this campaign. The story can go ahead and maybe give me other information. I can see the funnel, and I can understand. If I'm an analytical person, I can understand what's happening. I can see what's happening during the converting landing page that the marketing has done for my physician in my territory, okay? But the most important thing is this one. Here we have the AI that is trained by Trueblue to understand which kind of data we are analyzing and which are the right suggestions that I can provide to the person that is watching this report, okay? So if I click on the lamp, I start to go inside the application, I start to interact with what we call our digital coworker, because we don't want to say to the people what they have to do, but we want to provide information that will be useful for them, okay? So here I have the 10 physicians where I have to focus on based on the demo campaign that I've done. So the marketing team is not here with me, but I know that this 10 physicians has absolutely interact with the page, with the DEM, with everything. And so if I want to understand what they have done, I have just to click on the name. For example, the first name that I have is Brown James. So I can click on Brown James, and the system provides me all the information that comes from Brown James. Now, I don't have the voice here because I don't want to spend time to listen the voice, but absolutely we have the voice. This is a neural voice, so it's exactly when you are speaking with your ChatGPT, okay? And here we have all the information. This is a physician with an adoption status level 3. I remind you to contact doesn't have privacy consent yet. So I have a lot of insights that I have collected just clicking on the name proposed that comes from the DEN campaign. So marketing team has done his job in a very good way, and I have 10 physicians that I can focus on with my face-to-face. And I don't spend time. I don't lose my time, because this 10 physician is absolutely interested in something that I can obtain just clicking on the application. And the AI is able to give you, for example, some documentation to share with this physician, some CLM that you can use during your visits, because this information are collected directly from the DEM campaign. So the gap is closed. Marketing and sales can do everything together. If I want to see something more, for example, about Dr. James Brown, I can ask to the system to say, open the details of James Brown. And here I have all the details about this physician. But at the end of the day, what I would like to show you is the insights that I have is in the middle of the screen. And these are all insights that comes not only from the marketing team, they come from all the data that you have in your company. And then, most of all, I have the timeline. These are all the interaction that I've done with this physician and all my colleagues that have done with this physician. So I can understand what has happened during the period that maybe I didn't visit this physician. I can see how much email, how much events you participate, and everything, okay? But the last part that is more important for me is, okay, now we have the information that come from marketing and go directly to sales. But how can I provide other information to the marketing to close the loop? Because we have heard this morning, the important things today that is marketing has to be cross in the company. So it doesn't mean that marketing has to be everywhere, but it's important that everybody in the company is able to provide data to the marketing team. And again, the marketing team can collect that data and create best campaign and best strategy and best journey, okay? So if I want to do something more, I can ask, for example, to my agent to record a note that comes from the visit that I have done to Dr. James Brown. And I can say, I would like to record a note about the appointment with Dr. James Brown. And here I have my assistant that say me, okay, I'm ready. When you want, you can start to talk. And I can transcribe what you are saying. And then I will show you what is able to do our AI agent. So I start. In this moment, I start and stop because I don't have time to collect all the information that I have to do with Dr. James Brown. And the AI tell me, okay, the note is ready. How can I help you? Can you provide me a summary about the note? And here, the AI power. I have in few lines what's happened during my conversation with Dr. James Brown. And so I can ask whatever I want because I have my transcription in my mobile phone. But the last things that I want to show you, I don't know if we have time, maybe some minutes more, what could be helpful for me to share with the company? We have trained our AI in line with the law, in line with the, how can I say, the regulation that is part of the notes that reps can take about an appointment that is done with the face-to-face. But I can ask, for example, can you provide me some insights about the appointment with Dr. James Brown? And here, I have all the insights that comes from the analysis of the AI of the transcription that I've done. And here, you can see that we have slides effects, we have, or better, we have the feedback from the e-detail that I've used with the physician. And so here, the side effects of Dr. James Brown show particular interest in the slide, especially regarding long-term effects like liver enzyme evaluation, hypertension. And so I have all the feedback that I had in my mind 5 minutes after the meeting. Because you know better than me that a reps has everything clear 5 minutes after the meeting, not at the end of the day or at the end of the week. And in this case, I can talk with my system, and with my IA agent, and tell him whatever I want about this kind of appointment. And then the other agent that is a... Okay, we stop, and we start again. Okay? And here I have all this information that could be useful for the marketing team. And here, you see, you want to send this insight to the marketing team. I don't have to do nothing because the agent knows what he can take it out from this transcription in line with the rules, in line with everything, and knows that this kind of information could be useful for the marketing team. I can click on send and go ahead again with other suggestions that maybe can come from the transcription. Another one could be this one. This is the list of suggested action and the next step. Send the clinical trial, because he asked for the clinical trial. Provide the registration detail for the upcoming educational webinar and procs. So I have found an RTE about these topics. Do you want to send it to the physician? So the AI knows the strategy, knows the journey that the company wants to bring inside the fields. And this is a suggestion. I can send or I can dismiss, but why not? It's in line with the strategy with the company. So we have to close the two gaps. One, marketing and sales. Two, strategy to execution. So I send the RTE without doing nothing. I don't have to click anywhere. I have just to record the notes. That's it. And again, I have the invitation about the webinar ready to send. Do you want to send to the physician? And again, I don't have to do nothing. I have just to send. And I have the template that comes from the marketing team. I have the link, I have the invitation, and everything take care about the AI. Again, it should be helpful to have a remote interaction with Dr. James Brown within 2 weeks of the last meeting. If you want, I can plan this new interaction with you, for you. The AI can watch the calendar, can watch the availability of the physician, and if I click on plan, it's possible for me to plan a new interaction with the physician without doing, again, nothing with my fingers. I have just recorded the notes. And this is important because here is the power of the AI. Not to decide what the rep has to do, but to close the gap that we have from the marketing to the sales and from the strategy to execution. And I think that we have more or less finished our time.
And so just a closing remark. What you saw today is just the tip of the iceberg. We have a full-blown solution with marketing, event, sales, and whatever, desktop and mobile, any type of platform, iOS, Android. As you saw, we completely redesigned the user interface to make it simple. And again, whenever you have to make your next choice on CRM on those type of platform, we have a viable option compared to the others. Thank you for listening. Hope you.
Thank you.